Hey everybody, welcome to another Bite-Sized Branding. We cover off a subject in branding in 5 minutes or less. My name is Bernard from Ucidity.
My name is Grant Tom, and I'm a head fire starter, and I just love branding.
Awesome, Grant. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be covering off how to brief an agency. It's a really complex subject. Everybody has different methodology, different systems, but what we really want to cover off is supporting you guys so you know what you need to deliver to get the best execution possible. So I'm going to hit the timer.
5 minutes.
And we'll get it cracking. Let's go.
Well, Bernard, let me start off here by saying that, not all clients are brave, and I think that's fine. Clients don't need to be brave. Not everyone is trying to be new and unique, but at the same time, it's about just getting a straight communication. So getting ready is very important with the view to save time on the job so the agency doesn't charge too much because you were prepared. Yeah,
definitely. I think bringing some of your own content and collateral, things that you've researched, example of projects that you like, is extremely important to not only help the agency really identify and extrapolate kind of where you want to position yourself, but also for you to kind of perceive in the early stages, okay, how do I really want to talk? How do I really want to sound? And that doesn't restrict a designer. It actually opens up an opportunity. So they go, okay, I know exactly how you want to position yourself. I know exactly where we can push and I know where we need to pull. It gives them an opportunity to leverage rather than hindering the process.
Well, it's the need. What is your need? What is your outcome? What is your requirement? Is the thing that you must think about first as a team before you start briefing your agency. The second thing that's most important is the info that is required on that piece of communication. What is it that you want to say or put out there as a value proposition?
Yeah, I think within that, never think of it as a restriction. If you come with too much content, we can always pull it back. If you come with not enough, it's hard to move forward. So understanding, okay, where is it going to go? Who does it need to attract? And then we can really extrapolate down, okay, what are the elements that are needed here? Do we need some social media elements? Do we need some ad elements? Do we need a printed device? Do we need some pull-up, banner collateral? What is it that this is actually going to turn into? If you can perceive what that will look like, don't worry, the agency will give you direction after that. Oh, you don't really need this, let's move towards that. But coming with less doesn't mean you end up getting more,
Yeah, well, you can't stretch it. You can't fill it up because as soon as you fill it up, you just don't look real. And that comes down to research. I think research is ultimate. You've got to do your research as to what you want to be in your market sector and also to come to an agency with examples of what you like and what you don't like. Because once you can give an example of what resonates with you, suddenly the agency has got time to think how to play and how to maneuver with the view to give it something of essence.
Yeah, especially with a new brand, I often say to my clients, any way you can get me anything, just send it to me. If you see a pair of shoes and you like the color, just take a photo of the shoes and send me it, right? Because everything starts to get me in the mindset that you're in. So I know exactly how you place yourself. I know exactly the type of styling you like. I know the exact size, every little element helps build to that greater story. And then it just makes the final outcome just more tangible, more deep, more informed. So definitely don't feel scarce to share, share as much as you can.
Look, from a client's perspective, if you want to save money, then make sure that you are prepared by the time you brief an agency. The less time they have to go searching and looking for ideas and inspiration is where you will save yourself a ton of money and rather keep the money for the real marketing, which is the execution at the end of the day.
Definitely.
Definition, understanding the definition of the content that you want to put forward.
Yeah, I think definitely understanding all the collateral pieces, defining clearly what value they add, where are they going to be positioned, who are they positioned for, not just creating collateral for collateral's sake. You often see that with merchandise. People start making every single piece of merchandise out under the sun. Often it's really generic. Really think it through. Merchandise can be played with a lot more, and it's better to invest in something that's really, really different than just the same standard piece of merch,
And then the last thing is timelines. I think that's very important. You need to be clear with your agency as to the timelines when you need to get something back, as to the timelines when you want to go to market, as to the timelines as to how long you want to be in the market for is very important.
Yeah, I think on that one, analysis paralysis. Don't get too caught up in the analysis, trying to think of every little element, getting all your research together. Engage them early on so they know what's coming, so you can plan it all out. and give them a good timeline. The more the timeline, the better the outcome. They'll be able to do a better job for you. You know, give them the space, give them the time to actually put in the energy, the ideas, the thought, you know, and you'll find much better, much more creative executions that come out of that.
Well, ultimately, you go to an agency to be creative. So therefore, you want them to push the envelope, even though you don't want to be something new, or you want to just be conservative within the space and the market that you own.
Spot on timing. Great way to wrap it up. You know, give the time, give the space, allow that scope to breathe, and allow them to really invest and get into that brand.
I think that the most important part is that at the end of the day, an agency must be your partner in your business.
100%. We're making an investment along with that business. If you're not successful, we're not successful. What's the point of making a bad brand? It doesn't benefit anyone. We all fail if the brand goes bad.
Anything, a bad brochure, to a bad launch, to a bad packaging design, to a bad anything. It's not in our interest.
100%. We are we always look at every single project we work with as a full investment into that brand. We look at that brand as if it's part of us. And, you know, we never want to put something out there that's detrimental to that business, because it's not to anyone's benefit. Awesome way to wrap it up.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Send us your questions, send us your requests. Let us dive into the world of design and advertising. Let us dive into the world of marketing and communication, because right now it's all about business growth and getting your business out there, especially in times like this. So therefore, don't hold back. Talking is for free. Asking questions is for free.
Definitely.
That's the best price you're going to get today.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. We'll see you on the next video.
Goodbye.